It's Wednesday, the 19th of August. Again, the Gospel continuing Matthew chapter 20. This is one of the more perturbing, confusing parable. Jesus told his disciples this parable. The kingdom of heaven is like a landowner who went out at dawn to hire laborers for his vineyard. After agreeing with them for the usual daily wage, he sent them out to his vineyard. Going out about 9 o'clock, he saw others standing idle in the marketplace, and he said to them, "You too go into my vineyard, and I will give you what is just." So they went off, and he went out again around noon and about 3 o'clock, and he did likewise. Going out about 5 o'clock, he found others standing around and said to them, "Why do you stand here idle all day?" They answered, "Because no one has hired us." He said to them, "You too go into my vineyard." When it was evening, the owner of the vineyard said to his foreman, "Summon the laborers and give them their pay, beginning with the last and ending with the first." When those who had started about 5 o'clock came, each received the usual daily wage. So when the first came, they thought that they would receive more, but each of them also got the usual wage. And in receiving it, they grumbled against the landowner, saying, "These last ones worked only 1 hour, and you made them equal to us, who bore the day's burden and the heat." He said to one of them in reply, "My friend, I am not cheating you. Did you not agree with me for the usual daily wage? Take what is yours and go. What if I wish to give this last one the same as you? Am I not free to do as I wish with my own money? Are you envious because I am generous? Thus the last will be first, and the first will be last." The Gospel of the Lord. And this one, of all the parables, this one really upsets our American fairness, how we look at things. Wait a minute, it just strikes not being fair, does it, right? We worked all day from 6 in the morning to 6 at night in the sun outdoors, and these guys come just 1 hour and they get the same pay as we do. Ooh. You know, this parable Jesus spoke here wasn't originally from Jesus. The rabbis, before, I thought Jesus created this one, but this one was told by rabbis. And their point to the parable was, look at what Jesus was saying. They were taught that even if you come late, if you work hard, if you're industrious enough, you can gather up enough crops, grapes, as the one who'd been there early. If you work hard enough, you can catch up. So thus promoting this work ethic of working hard, get everything you got, and you could be equal to others if you, really, really work extra hard. But that's not what Jesus is saying here. He's not saying that they caught up, that they work, because of their hard work. It was Jesus, God our Father's generosity. For they knew if they only paid them for 1 hour, how could they feed their family? How could they feed themselves? It wouldn't be enough. So therefore he said, listen, I got to, here's a full day's wage. Not so much you earned it, but because you need it. You take care of your children, take care of your wife, take care of your family. And what the really thing is, what they're really upset about, it says, you made them equal to us. And that's what goes them. You made them the same as us. Sort of like in faith, right? You say, well, I'm a Catholic my whole life. But I had to sacrifice. I went to church every Sunday. I gave up things during Lent. I did all of it. And these people are going to be in heaven who maybe at the last moment of their life, they have a conversion, and they get to go to heaven too? And there's some of the Christians, I think sometimes they believe that, unless I know I believe in Jesus to save us, but they sound angry if someone else gets in who don't believe like they do. And you say, wait a minute, you get what I promise you? You'll be happy in heaven, don't worry. What's wrong if they're happy? You both, are in heaven. So we should be thankful that our Lord is generous, that He is kind, He's compassionate. Because you and I may be the person who needs it most. God bless you.